fun bike. This is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I have the 650.
Okay, cool.
So I was considering an upgrade.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
Yeah. The VStrom 1000, 2019 VStrom 1000. Man, just started the engine up. That sounds fantastic. It's more beefier. This engine sounds good. Okay, so let's check this thing out. We're in Fremont, California. Fremont, California. Suzuki's come out here to demo their bikes. So I'm gonna check out these Suzukis around the 2019 VStrom 1000. I'm on traction control 1. This doesn't have any modes like the Yamahas. There's just one constant mode. And then the steering wheel feels a little wider. Than my VStrom 650. Man, so I've been so looking forward to riding this bike. And we're off. Clutch is definitely easier to pull. Okay, let's just get used to this bike. Definitely a little heavier than my DL650. Okay, I'm just gonna get used to the bike first. How this windscreen works. Seems to be doing a reasonable job. I'm on second gear, 43rd gear. Wow, I like this. This engine sounds really good. Kind of a beefier, it's got kind of the beefier version of the V-twin, right? Oh man. Power is definitely much more than my 650. I can feel more power, and the front brake is amazing, kind of like the Super Tenere that I rode yesterday. The Super Tenere had really good bite. This thing is reminding me of my GSA bike. My GSA front brakes, which are the best. Wow, I love this bike. This is amazing. This stock exhaust is beefy, man. It just sounds beefy and sounds good. I got a bunch of amateur riders here in front of me. I can see some of them are pretty amateur. You almost stole the bike. But the handling on this is amazing, man. It's definitely more heavier than my VStrom 650, but it's kind of heavy in a good way because the center of gravity is low, right? So I can feel this is definitely gonna resist the wind pushes, the wind kind of cross breezes more, and stick to the kind of the line better than my 650, which kind of gets thrown around the wind. But this one I can definitely know that it won't be thrown around in the wind. The seat height is about the same as mine, and the stock seat seems pretty comfortable. It's not that uncomfortable, and I have enough room in the cockpit. I like this bike, man. I've always been wanting to try out the DL650, DL1000. The shifter is definitely way softer and easier to pull than my current DL650, which is this is a hydraulic clutch, right? The hydraulic clutch is easier to pull in. I like the way it pulls in. Oh man, a lot of power. It's a pity we're not taking the bike on the freeway. So I would have liked to kind of get a sense of the wind resistance, but it seems to be doing an okay job. What an amazing bike. Great visibility from the mirrors, stock mirrors. I don't think, because on my stock, on my VStrom 650 I had to extend the mirrors. Yeah, this is stock and it just seems pretty wide enough. I think this is an amazing bike. Suspension is way better than my 650, man. The suspension on this is good. Because I just went through a bunch of bumps there, right? And then it resisted those bumps. Normally on the DL 650 I'd be thrown around all over the place, up and down, feel the pressure on my back. But this thing, that bumpy roads, this suspension took up. The suspension is definitely not as good as my GSA. My Beamer GSA has way better suspension. That's kind of the best suspensions ever. That sets the record, but this is almost there. I like it, man. I like it. Wow. Suzuki. You guys make good products. What an amazing bike. Great pickup, good torquey engine, man. Love it. Oh my. This is definitely a bike that I would definitely upgrade my DL 650 to. This is definitely worth upgrading to. I already know. Doesn't take, the only thing that it doesn't have is the kind of the heated grips, right? No heated grips. With kind of the, but this thing sounds really good. Great acceleration. Great acceleration. Oh man. I don't think with this bike there's really nothing I need to do from a stock perspective. I think I can just keep it stock. I wouldn't need to change out the exhaust, which I had to do on my the DL 650. This one I would just keep the same because the stock just sounds fine. The windscreen I wouldn't have to change that out. The seat seems comfortable enough. I don't think I need to change that out either. I love this bike. The suspension is fantastic. The shocks look awesome. Great pickup. Use premium unleaded fuel, so this requires the premium gas. My DL 650 just runs on 89 octane, so this one, it says it requires premium gas. What an amazing bike, man. Okay, we have to take that stop sign. Okay, let's do it. Love it. Love it. This is definitely the best, one of the best bikes I've ever ridden. I could definitely see myself happy with this bike. I already know this is the bike I'm gonna get as my next bike. I will definitely upgrade my DL 650 to this. Definitely upgrade this. This is definitely worth upgrading to. Love it. Hydraulic shifter. So I'll tell you what I like. I like the hydraulic shifter. I like the engine sound. I like the engine power. The front, the braking is phenomenal. The suspension is fantastic. The seat comfort is awesome. The standard stock screen is perfect. And I think this is definitely fantastic bike. I will get this for sure. I already made up my mind. It's a done deal. This is gonna be my next bike. Love it. I'm surprised the front end is... There seems to be more visibility on this bike than my 650. The 650 covers a lot in the front. Right? Here it doesn't cover the front. I have more visibility of the road. It's a little bit lower down. That is definitely lower down. And it's got this socket. There's nothing wrong with this bike. There's the only negative of this bike is it just requires premium fuel. That's it. Nothing else. Takes maybe the fuel mileage would be less than my 650, but all the other positives, those don't matter. Those components don't matter because this gives me extra joy, makes me more happy riding this bike. I am more happy riding this bike. This is definitely the best bike I've ever ridden. One of the best bikes I've ever ridden. Amazing, I like it. Such great value. Handling is just amazing. Handling is just phenomenal. Yeah, the screen could kind of be improved. It's not really a TFT kind of screen, but it works. But it works enough, it's good enough for me. In fact, I kind of like that old analog style. That old analog style tachometer. Oh, this engine sounds fantastic. It's torquey, and the hydraulic shift, the clutch is amazing. One of the best clutches I've experienced ever. So light. The shifter is amazing. The gearbox is amazing. The throttle control is fantastic. It's a simple bike, which I'd be very happy with. Excellent leading. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yep. Definitely worth upgrading from the 650 to this. It's a no-brainer for me. This is one of the best bikes I've ever ridden. I am definitely gonna get this. Now I just have to convince my wife, hey honey, I need to get a new bike. I'm sold on this. I am absolutely sold on this. This is definitely what I'm gonna get. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ride some more. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go test checkouts. Stay tuned for some more videos.